Coming to you live once again from the Flagami Studio in Miami, Florida. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV.
And we are live, yes. Well, hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you all, always here hanging out on Friday nights. And what was I gonna say? I don't know. Let me. The bar is officially open. That's always a good thing. Thank you, Sonia, because today I'm trying a new IPA, and I don't know if I'm not sure whether I've had this before or not. I just picked it up at Publix today. It's a Tropical Bay IPA by Biscayne Bay Brewing Company. Sit back and relax. It even has a flamingo on the cover there, so it's probably good. We got no pelicans, but at least we got a flamingo, right? Cheers. I have fresh new pictures from Pelicamp. Our friend Lisa was by the neighborhood, and she trespassed, and well, I gave her permission. She jumped the fence and went in, and so I'm gonna be sharing those with you here in a few. Darlene Barcelo, hello, Robert and Lily. Glad you're doing well. Yes, thank you. Hello, Lucky Dog Productions moderator, always moderating. That's a good thing. And Jolie Giralva. We came by your place, Robert, this past December. Beautiful area. Well, the area has changed a bit, but trees grow back. That's the good thing. Young David's Friday afternoon, time for traveling, Robert. Yes. Bob wanna be RV. Hey, how are ya? Can't stay. We'll watch later. Free my RV. I think I'm over modulating here. Maybe over modulating here a little bit, and yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to switch microphones. This mic is running out of battery. Also, anxiously awaiting. We have an undeveloped acre on Bonita Boulevard, a couple of streets over. We are in Ohio, Hopolis. Well, a lot of down trees. That seems to be the theme here. And yeah. Jim in DC, the sun is shining at least here. Happy Friday. No, it's been raining all afternoon in Miami. Well, not all afternoon, but we had a pretty heavy downpour earlier. Hello, everybody, please. Oh, happy every day. Take a shower, yes. I was calling my mom, but she didn't answer the phone. Maybe she didn't hear it. So, what's your favorite all-time IPA? I'm still gonna have to be, just because of the flavor. I'm torn between Dogfish Head 90 Minutes and Idalia, from Cigar City Brewing. William Brody is here, and the Rambling Ruthie. Thank you for keeping me and my husband entertained with when you visit all the places, and wish we could love your videos. Thank you. So we have 441 of you already here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you Lisa and Cult Jam. Where's Lisa? Is Lisa here? Because she took the pictures, Did I miss? Well, the Traveling Man, thank you for that super chat. Greetings, Traveling Robert from St. Albans, Queens, New York. Please say hello to my wife, Valerie. Please safe travels. Hello, Valerie. And it says here that tap the heart on the super chat to help your fans feel recognized. Okay, I'll tap the heart. There. Okay. That's something new, By the way, GRN, I forgot to mention it earlier because it didn't show it to me on this other screen I have here. But GRN, thank you for becoming a Chief Pelican Head. Welcome to Chief Pelican Head. Thank you so much. Let me see if I can see it here. And, pretty soon I'm not going to be able to wear these glasses. They're getting really uncomfortable, like, to read. No, it didn't show on this list for some odd reason. You've experienced a wide range of weather within this past few weeks. Yeah, we had some sleet up in the Yukon, and now a hurricane in Florida. Have you tried any of the Oyster City beer out of Apalachicola? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I like them, and they actually do have them. I wonder if they're. I mean, they're obviously not going to be open anytime soon. But at Nowhere Grill, they had some Oyster City, and I've had it. I hope Pelicampa Minitini one is okay, Robert. We have also a fair share of tropical storms and heavy downpours across the pond. Yeah, it's been an active year, for sure. That El Nino or La Nina, it's being a menace. So let me show you. I'm not gonna make you wait any longer. Some pictures that from Pelicamp. And hi, Robert and Lily. Hope that everything is okay at Pelicamp and Nowhere Grill. Well, I will give you a more in-depth report next week because I'm not going there until tomorrow. But tomorrow, actually, no, Sunday we're going up. I mean, everybody's out there. All the neighbors are there. You know, trying to fix things up. I just haven't been able to make it yet. But anyway, I was gonna show you pictures. What happened? Here we go. That's a. Let me see. Am I showing you like the whole picture there? Yeah, more or less. It's a little wider. Lisa has one of those wide cameras, and let me give her credit here. And let me show you another picture. That's the driveway. As you can see, we don't really have a driveway anymore. By the way, journal your way. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. I don't know why. Let me go back to this so you can see the whole super chat. Thank you for that super chat. Really appreciate it. And yeah, that's the driveway. Of course, as you can see, it's blocked. There's a lot of trees back there, and I thought it went deeper. Suggestion: get reading glasses from the dollar store. Actually, I don't need glasses to read right now. These glasses are for far away seeing. But people keep telling me that I look weird without my glasses, so that's why I keep them on. I'm gonna have to have some kind of bifocal or progressives at some point. Anyway, that's the driveway. Excuse me. And that's Minitini. Actually, I don't. Yeah, you should be able to see that. That's, as you can see, Minitini on the left there. It's pretty much intact. That carport held up rather well. It's a good testament for the quality of that company. You know, the King's buildings there in Perry. But yeah, I have a lot of. We got lucky. A lot of this, it could have been a lot worse. Let me actually remove myself here from the picture so you can see the whole picture. That looks, yeah, that tree, this tree back here, that was like one of my favorite trees, and well, now it's gone. That's the Waze camera. This is where I usually hang my flag, right there. So that tree is gone. This one is gone. This one looks like it was half dead. So it's good, you know. It's someone was telling me it's nature's way of just getting rid of old dying trees. Yeah, well, that used to be my shed in the back. There's no shed anymore. Everything is out in the elements, getting wet. Luckily, I mean, the only thing that could really get damaged there is the blower, which is electrical. Everything else I should be able to recover. There used to be a tarp somewhere in there. The tarp is no longer. So and the shed is in the back. If you can see it in the back, the shed. It was never all that properly anchored, and I guess. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's my well. I mean, we got lucky with the well as well. because a tree fell very close to it, but not quite on top of it. So, I mean, I don't know if I have any more pictures here. Oh yeah, the final picture here, and this is Mini Teeny, very dirty, but it appears to be intact, which is it's quite. Actually, I'm very happy, very happy overall with how everything fared. And let me take care of this microphone real quick because I have a feeling we're gonna lose this microphone. The battery is like critical on the transmitter, so I'm gonna switch mics. I'm gonna mute it. Actually, I'm gonna do this while I switch mics.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Let's check the levels here. I think we're pretty good. Yeah, we are back on the podcasting microphone. And I hope there's no noise. I was wearing the other one because I had the ability to move around the room more easily. So that's the update from Pelicamp. Those are the pictures that Lisa took. By the way, I wanted to give a credit to her YouTube channel, Forest Courtesy of Tropical Paradise by Lisa. And yeah, you have to check. You have one heck of a campfire. Yeah, we have a lot of firewood. Lisa told me that actually FEMA is gonna pick up all that wood, but I'm gonna keep it. I mean, I guess they can pick it up if you ask. But I actually because the chainsaw that I have at Pelicamp, it's not working very well. So I bought myself a new chainsaw this morning at Home Depot. So we're going ready. Christopher, also, you were lucky. Could have been so much worse. Yeah, I mean, one tree falling in the wrong place there, and we could have lost Minitini. We could have lost a lot more. So if the shed is the only thing that perished, Edward Doran, Robert, you look great from your Alaska road trip. Thank you. Alaska was an amazing trip, and I'm slowly releasing all those videos here. Wow, it looks like hurricane went through there, Robert. Wait, oh yes, it did. Indeed, the hurricane went through there. What they say, that once in a 150-year event or something like that. Nothing like that had ever happened at Pelican. Doesn't look like it had much of a storm surge water. No, we are far enough inland, and we are, for Florida, we are high ground. We are probably like maybe 20 feet above ground. I don't know exactly but yeah, I at no point I feared storm surge water. I did fear fresh water flooding. Although the ground there is like a sponge, it's sand. So it rains and it just swallows it. The ground just swallows all the water. Jeffrey Di Bartolo, you got very lucky. I think so too. Yeah, and hopefully we can make a big bonfire once it starts cooling down. Jim in DC, well, with the trees down, Pelicamp is now more aerodynamic. Yeah, you would think, right? Hey, Starlink might work better. Hey. There's a positive to every negative, right? The yin to every yang. The camera caught the wind that morning. Yes, it did. Right before power went out. And by the way, power is not gonna be back for weeks. I don't think so. All those fallen trees, I bet nobody heard them. No, right? Radus Tofarok, good evening, Robert, Pelican heads and moderators. Glad to see there's minimal damage in Pelicamp. Love the Canada and Alaska videos. Hit that like button, folks. I'm glad you like it. I'm having a great time. By the way, do I sound good through this microphone? I had to switch midstream here. Traveling Rubber Firewood Company. I'll buy a pack. You know, there's gonna be so much firewood in that entire county. CITAS, knock on wood, nobody gets a 100-year event in the foreseeable future. I think, yeah, I think we had our share, right? Our fair share of hurricanes in the Big Bend area. And statistically speaking, we were probably overdue. And the one lucky thing is this is such a sparsely populated area that really there weren't very many people. I mean, there's a lot of material damage, but at least the fatalities wise, it wasn't that bad. Minitini lives to ride again. Yeah, we have to take Minitini one on a road trip soon. It's a very aerodynamic trailer apparently, because it didn't. Robert, you can always replace the shed. I'm so glad Minitini made it through okay. Bruce Franklin, thank you once again for in the Tocabogo tribe for blessing to keep Tampa Bay area safe. Well, you guys got a little bit of a storm surge there, but let's have a chainsaw meetup. Hey, that would be we can have a chainsaw party. That's a good thing. Starlink will work better. Hey, Robert. Saw your live cast other morning. We're so glad you are okay. Well, I'm okay. I'm down in Miami where nothing happened, of course. But Minitini Lounge Saturday. No, I'm not gonna be able to do it because we're going up to Pelicamp. Mr. CLT is in the house at travelingrobert.com. That's my website. And I almost clicked on the wrong message there. It sounds much better. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad I sound good. Greetings, Robert, mods and viewers. Welcome back and hope your North property survived the storm with minimal damage. I showed pictures earlier. I'm going to show some pictures later on. Wow, 733 of you watching tonight. Thank you so much for being here. And thanks to the moderators, of course, as always. I'm glad you weren't at Pelicamp when the storm hit. I wouldn't have stayed there in sticks and bricks. Yeah. We probably would have survived as long as we were far away from the coast. But, there was a mandatory evacuation for anybody who was a lot of people in this area, since it is so RV friendly. They just live in their RVs. They live in mobile homes. And there's a lot of people in mobile homes, but the mandatory evacuation for the entire county, anybody who was living in a mobile home or RV, they had to go. When is hurricane season over? Is it November? I'm coming to Florida that month. It's, I believe we have about a month left. Is Mama Morales okay? She's all right. She had eye surgery, so she's not seeing very well. She had the cornea. Her cornea fell off, so they put it back, and she's still not seeing 100%. So that's one of the reasons why we actually returned from Alaska earlier and didn't do the whole Alcan, the whole Trans Canada. It looked like it was going to be a very bad hit. I'm so glad that everyone I knew found it no worse than the other storms they lived through there. And it didn't. I mean, I guess all the trees also help, with the wind, But Category 3, I mean, almost all the structures survived. And a lot of these structures everywhere are in that area are either carports like the one I have or mobile homes. And apparently, in the town, since there is less vegetation in the town of Perry, it did destroy a lot more. And a lot of the trees, a lot of down trees all over the county. Sandra Winners celebrating 4 months as a chief Pelican head. And why am I not seeing here the real chat. You know, I'm a little bit discombobulated today. Yeah, you see, William, I didn't see any of this. Hold on, let me go back. Where are we? Or am I so behind on the messages? I don't think I read this one. Anthony Giordano, thank you for that super chat. Robert, I really hope to all is well with everything. Everything's pretty good, man. All things considered. And Sandra Winter celebrating 4 months as a Chief Pelican Head, but I also missed up here. 61 Carry on Route 66 celebrating 8 months as a Chief Pelican Head. And William Brody celebrating 22 months as a Chief Pelican Head. Robert, my sister here, she wants to do van life. Hey, tell her to go for it. I mean, everything has its pros and its cons, right? The only thing with van life, I don't know if a lot of vans don't have a bathroom, and I don't know if I mean, the whole idea, the whole point for me was to have my own bathroom and, you know, certain comforts of home. Seren Man, thank you for that super sticker. Thank you so much. Glad you didn't blow away. Yeah, I know. The young RVers are here, exploring coast to coast. Rocky's convenience store is okay. I don't know. Does anyone in the chat in Perry know if Rocky? I don't know. I don't know Rocky. Discombobulated, very big word. Prayers for mom's speedy recovery. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. We're in the sweet spot of the season for hurricane development. Yeah, it's being active all of a sudden. You know, it's what are the plans for Hershey? Well, we're gonna be there for a few days. I plan to be at the show every day. I have to coordinate with Winnebago, see if they have any events. You know, since I am there, you know, as my ambassadorship role, but and the idea is, unless we find a better venue on Thursday, we go to the Troigs and we do like an impromptu meetup there. That's probably what we're gonna do. So, Randall Rosa, saludos, Robert. We are glad Minitini didn't get damaged by the storm. Be careful out there cleaning up Pelicamp. Your neighbors from Tallahassee. I'm sure Tallahassee did pretty much okay, right? I read on the news. I saw the news, you know, on YouTube, that a lot of downed trees. The bathroom is a must in a camper van. Yep, I agree. Jeffrey Reese, for reference, Hurricane Katrina hit about this time of year back in 2005. That is true. And Katrina did hit Miami a little bit. It wasn't as bad as the flooding in New Orleans. But the trailer traveling, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. And Natalie Driscoll celebrating 32 months as a Chief Pelican Head. And Johnny Kite Bartolo celebrating 23 months as an executive producer. Wondering what this did to the landmark, if anything, in the Big Bend area. We're still looking that way. Well, I don't know. And Natalie Driscoll said, I forgot to read. Hello, glad Minitini made it. The land value, I don't know. The house, the property right next to mine, just sold. Well, it's under contract. They haven't closed yet. I wonder if they're gonna back down now. But the market was blowing up. I mean, they were selling that property for. They wanted $139,000, and I'm like, I was tempted to buy it, but not for $139,000. You know, I mean, they did have a mobile home in there and all that, so. And we have 2 dislikes. No damage at home base. No damage here. Nothing happened in Miami. Robert, your Starfleet ambassador for Winnebago. I am ambassador. Spock. Garza's on the road. Happy long weekend. Glad Pelicamp is okay. Wishing a speedy recovery for your mom. Yeah, thank you. And yeah, I called her. I texted her. Maybe she's been sleeping a lot, so maybe she didn't hear it. I'll call her right after the live stream. Are you boondocking at Hershey? I'm thinking of going Thursday for at least a couple of days. I'm gonna be boondocking for the weekend. I found the campsite during the week, when Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I believe, and then Friday I'm going to the boondocking area. So hopefully it won't be too hot. And Peter Grimshaw, I have a beautiful house with 2 bathrooms. I didn't get it. And Nick Sutton celebrating 31 months as a chief Pelican head. Curious to hear how Pelicamp is once you arrive. Are you bringing Starlink? How long can you boondock in your rig, water and power? And Mr. CLT celebrating 42 months as an executive producer. About Pelicamp, let me real quick here. I am going to show you some pictures that I showed earlier, but for those of you just joining us now, 761 of you watching at this moment, which is it's almost a record. Here we go. That's what it looks like. The driveway. That's what it looks like. On the left of the picture here, that will be where the well is at. So this is in between the well, and you can kind of make out Minitini 1 there in the back a little bit. Let me see if I can. Now you see a lot of downed trees there in the middle. A lot of downed trees because I don't have it. I would have to clear those before I can make it to the back of the property, to the roundabout, to the batey. By the way, Sandra Winners, thank you for that super chat. Traveling Robert, you're the greatest. We love your smile every day and love what you do for us and keep us informed when you were on your journey. Where to next? Traveling Robert. Well, next, of course, it's going to be, and let me put this real quick, the Hershey RV show, and I don't have any more plans probably for the rest of the year. We may do a little bit of here and there in Florida, but not as much, really. So let me show you a couple more pictures. As you can see, Minitini made it. We have a lot of firewood. That's where my shed used to be. My shed is actually, you can kind of see it in the back. I guess it blew away and then it got crushed by that tree. I never did a great job anchoring it, so it is what it is. That's my well. The well is well, actually, and I'm glad that if one of those trees would have fallen on top of the well, and that's Minitini right there, looking pretty good. That's my neighbor's carport in the back. I can see his fifth wheel anywhere, but I'm sure it's there and it's fine. So those are the pictures that pictures that Lisa took just about an hour ago. She went by Pelicamp and took those pictures, Hello, Mr. Dylan Reynolds and Young Dave. Hopefully the buildings in Forest Capitol Museum State Park in Perry made it through okay. I don't know what we're gonna. Looks like La Chapeadora made it. That Chapeadora is like, it's a workhorse. Let me tell you. Everybody say hello to my mom. Hi everyone, greetings. Fortunately, Hurricane Idalia was not very bad to Pelicamp. A big hug, mom. So mom is back. El Fuego. It's always a shame to lose trees on the property. And let me tell you, I lost one of my favorite trees, which is the one there in the middle. That tree in the middle that has the little white thing, that's the holder for the camera. The camera fell off, but that's the holder for the camera. That's where I had the flagpole right here. Yeah, that was one of my favorite trees, and but the pine in the back survived. I've been reliably informed, so that's a good thing. Uh, Steve M, we're on the way to Perry, camping at south of the border tonight, and it should be there tomorrow afternoon. Hoping we made out as well. Thanks for sharing the pictures. No, you're welcome, and I'll be there, of course. Um, on Sunday or Monday. I'm probably gonna make a video. I'll probably publish it on a Wednesday, since I don't want to break up the Alaska series. I'm only gonna break up the Alaska series for the Hershey RV show, which, yeah, I'm gonna make like a whole week dedicated to that. So Redmond R, thank you for that super chat. A happy Labor Day weekend. That's right, it is Labor Day, isn't it? So KC3 Cats, thank you for that super chat. We watched your origin story, very inspirational. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you liked that, and yeah, it's been a long road. Red the Jaguar, thank you for that super chat. Hey Paul, I hope this helps you clear away those trees from the hurricane. See you in Hershey. See you there, brother. And yeah, that's gonna go towards the chainsaw that I bought this morning, which is probably not enough, like for the larger trees. I bought an 18 inch chainsaw. Actually, it was a really good deal at Home Depot. It's probably not a great one, but it'll work, and that's you will rebuild. Yes, we will. Jim in DC, we need to round up some Hershey chocolate for Mom. Yeah, and every time I go to Hershey, I go kind of like in a hurry. I just do the RV show and all that. But this time around, I do want to, first of all, visit the chocolate. I forget what exactly it is called. The chocolate center, the world of chocolate, I think it is. And I want to do a little bit of touring around Amish country. Armando Correa, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Hello, Robert and Ellie, and Mom. Hope all is well. It's as good as it's gonna get. I mean, we got once again. Let me show the picture. We got so lucky with Pelicamp that it looks messy right now, but with a little bit of work, a little bit of elbow grease there, it's all gonna look better in a week. Maria de Carli. Here in East Northport, New York, rushed home to sit down eating dinner, salmon and fresh homegrown green beans. Great to watch you live every Friday. Thank you all for being here. Echo chainsaws rip. I'm sure that there's like a cacophony. That's a good multi-syllable word for you. A cacophony of chainsaws at the whole Taylor County right now. It's surround sound. Traveling Robert, where's the journey going to lead you for 2024? The only thing for sure for 2024, I mean, nothing is for sure, right? As we recently found out with the hurricane. But the only thing for sure that I want to do is the solar eclipse. Probably West Texas, somewhere around there. Central Texas. After that, I want to linger a little bit out west. While Starship is still relatively low mileage, relatively new and reliable, I want to do some of the other off-road trails in Utah, maybe even California, and there may be a deal going on with an RV park, RV resort company. Jeffrey Reese, thank you for that super chat for your Pelicam Hurricane Clearing Fund. Thank you so much. And we're probably gonna stay at a couple of their RV resorts out west. But that's kind of the plan. And I want to do at least one international trip. I'm gonna see if we can make the trip to Spain, maybe in spring, right after the eclipse. I don't know. Yeah, I want to do that when it's not too hot, Maxine Oliver, I'm so happy that Pelicamp survived the hurricane. So that's kind of the plan for next year. I don't have anything like written in stone, and of course I want to enjoy Pelicamp a little more. Once we clean it up and once it starts cooling down. Right now, I mean, I don't know how we're gonna do it because by 10 a.m. it's like 95 degrees with 95% humidity, and it's gonna be very difficult to work outside under those conditions with all the bugs. I mean, the people who do it for a living, they're obviously more used to it, but it's so especially on Monday, we're gonna try to like wake up at the crack of dawn and get as much possible. Somebody asked earlier how many days I was planning to boondock, how long I could boondock, and as far as tanks, we can do it 3, 2. I mean, after the third day, it becomes uncomfortable not being able to like take long showers and whatnot, and we are not great at conserving water. Let's just put it that way. Mr. CLT, we're going to Spain in December. Spain is beautiful in December. Everything, especially if you go to Madrid, everything is decorated in Christmas decorations, and everybody's in the Christmas spirit. You're gonna have a great time. Bring me some jamon. No, I'm kidding. Hey, Brandon Stargell, I've been thinking about going to Illinois for the eclipse. Carbondale seems like a good area looking at the projections. Illinois could be a good place too. I don't know exactly where. I want to go with the spot where the best probability of clear skies. So, and that's kind of what I did back in 2017 for the 17 eclipse. I didn't make any reservations, which could have been a mistake. I thought I would just park on the side of the road 5 minutes before the eclipse and see it. And a lot of places were not allowing that. So we ended up doing it in Kentucky. Originally, I was gonna go to Nebraska, but Nebraska, the forecast was cloudy, so we stayed in Kentucky, and yeah, we did it. Let me. A heat stroke is something not to treat lightly. Definitely work in the morning or wait around the cool spell. Yeah, it's when we were there. I mean, it feels like it was less than 2 weeks ago. And I mowed the lawn, cut the grass, cut everything. With that lawnmower that survived the hurricane. That Mr. CLT's lawnmower. Yeah, by 10 a.m. I was starting to feel like, like almost ill. That feeling. It's I had like 5 bottles of water that I sweat them. Right back. I'm stalling here because have you thought about driving the Pony Express route as close as possible? That would be a cool one. I'm thinking about not maybe next year, but the year after, do another one of these themed trips. I definitely want to do US 50 the whole way from Sacramento, California to Orange Beach. No, it's in Maryland, the beach town. What's it called? Ocean Beach. Heat exhaustion is bad enough. Had it a couple of years ago. Took weeks to get over. Yeah, it's not fun out here in the summer unless you are in the water. Like I've been thinking. I'm being so overdue. I wanna spend like just not a whole week because it might get boring, but like 3 or 4 days. I just wanna go to the beach. Stay at the beach. And spend the day, in the sun, drinking mojitos, maybe in the shade, but yeah, and drinking mojitos and swimming in the water. That's what I want to do, have it like a real vacation. All of the Arkansas state parks are sold out for the eclipse. We found a state park in western Kentucky near Owensboro that has a few spots. Yeah, I'm gonna start looking and see if I can get a reservation somewhere just in case. Ocean City, Maryland. There you go. Route 50 goes smack through downtown DC too. Yeah. Remember, Jim, we were talking about that I was going to do that on the return from Lewis and Clark. Yeah, I don't know. I forget what happened, but we never got to do it. Rick J. Hey, Traveling Robert, I hope all is well. Yes, it is. All is well in the grand scheme of things. How is your leg doing? Fully recovered? It's doing great, and it's got an extra feature now. I can tell the weather. Sometimes, it depends. Maybe I need to do a little bit of therapy. Sometimes it hurts a little bit, but I mean, I'm fully capable of doing everything I was able to do before. I mean, I'm not in as good a shape as I was in 2019. I don't think I've ever been in as good a shape as I was in 2019, but I'll get back there. My mom, say hello to my mom. Happy weekend. Thanks for the several greetings. A lot of blessings. There you go. And it is going to be a long weekend, and I'm going to honor Labor Day this year by doing a lot of labor in Pelicamp. At Pelicamp. Stephen Griffin. Hey, Robert, do you have plans for the next Mini Teeny Lounge? That's going to have to be when we get back from Hershey. October. It's going to be somewhere in October. So I was going to do one tomorrow, but tomorrow we're preparing everything for the trip to Paris, so I'm not going to do it tomorrow. West Texas will be a better place to see the solar eclipse. I'm thinking somewhere near Del Rio, that area, Randall Rosa, we're planning to visit Northern California, Redding in July of 2024. Visiting Lassen Volcanic National Park and Crater National Park from there. I think it's a great time to go to California, July, especially if you're near the coast. It's gonna be really cool, the weather. The only thing, it could be it could also be the smoke is the only thing that could harm your plans there. But yeah, I haven't been to that area of Northern California yet, so I might do that next year, actually. As we age, everything hurts or predicts the weather. LOL. Yeah, that's true. Hello from Paris. Bonjour, Paris. Love your videos. Thank you. Brandon Stargell, hey, Traveling Robert, do you recommend the 1808 FBS or the 1720 FB? We like them both, but the shower looks bigger in yours than the 1808. Right now, I can't remember exactly how the 1808 FBS looks like. Is that the one with the bunks, right? The only thing with the shower area is larger and it's very adequate. But the toilet area, it's tiny, and that drop-down sink, they need to work on that a little more. But other than that, it is a great compromise as far as utilization of space, right? Let me look at the 1808 real quick, just so 1808 FBS. Which Winnebago needs to work on their SEO, because it's never the first result for some reason. Yeah, I know. Okay, models, micro mini, floor plans. Yeah, too many clicks. 1808 FBS. Yeah, the bathroom in the 1808 FBS is the same bathroom as in Mini Teeny 1 and Mini Teeny 2. It's that corner bathroom. Let me show everybody here. That's the 1808 FBS. You have the slide with the dinette. But yeah, this bathroom here, it's actually, if you don't care for the shower as much, this bathroom may be a little more comfortable than the back to models. Actually, no. What am I doing? Than the 1720 FB. And as you can see, the 1720 FB has that larger shower, and the shower has the sink built in. But this toilet area, it's kind of smallish. Also, whether you want to have a slide or not, that's another consideration there. All right, let me reset the chat here. Traveling trailer Todd and Huluko's here. Casita RV Live. Good evening, everybody. Evening to Robert and everyone. Casita RV Live is in the house. And yeah, happy Friday, TTT. And Jerry Flynn, glad to hear Pelicamp and the RV made it through the storm over here in Tampa. Had a lot of flooding and rain. We dodged another one here in Tampa Bay. Yeah, you just got a lot of storm surge over there. SK, we had the 1808 FBS and we couldn't close the bathroom door when sitting in the toilet. Definitely not a prime pooping position. How do I know that? Oh, I haven't heard from Matt of Matt's RV reviews in a long time. I'm sure I'm gonna see him in Hershey. I think a lot of people are gonna be in Hershey this year. You know, to us in the RV industry or YouTube, or it's almost like a reunion, right? Because of course I know all the folks from Monabago, but I know the folks from at some of the other RV companies as well. So we know each other, like the folks from Truma. Would you sing happy birthday to my wife Tammy? But of course, happy birthday, dear Tammy. Happy birthday to you. Are you still firmly against having a slide in any future Minitini? I've learned in life to never say never, but seems unlikely. Seems Matt is back at General RV. Yes, yeah, I believe he is. Yes. I was a little concerned when I heard Perry was a direct hit. Let me tell you, the one thing that this hurricane did was put Perry on the map. Nobody knew where Perry was, but now it's being in the news. And just so you guys one more time, for those of you just joining us, this is my driveway. This is what it looks like at Pelicamp. Lisa was there earlier today, and she took some pictures. The only real casualty was my shed, where I had like some of my tools, and I mean, really, there was nothing of real value back there, or nothing of. Yeah, I think my box there is full of water. Some stuff in there may have gotten damaged, but I mean, if that's all the damage I get, I would consider myself lucky, right? Robert, we have a Jayco Red Hawk 27XD, traveled across 22 states and would love to retire somewhere warm climate. Any suggestions? I'd say Florida or Arizona. They're both, relatively low tax states, and they're both very hot, very different heat. Arizona is like an oven. It's very dry heat. And here in Florida, it doesn't get quite to the hundreds. I mean, it's gotten to 96, 97, 98, but it's very humid. It's unbearable. Route 50 from Jim in DC. Route 50 is really cool. The loneliest road in America. Also, some places, DC area, the busiest road, and everything in between. Yeah, US 50 should be a cool road, and also it goes through. And I did go through that pass in the Rockies. It goes through the Rockies. It's one of the highest mountain passes there in the Rockies. When are we doing a cleanup party, Traveling Rover? Well, I'm going up there on Sunday, and a chainsaw in hand, and and we'll see. If I mean, I know we're not gonna be able to get everything ready, fix everything. It's not gonna be. I just want to make a dent, make sure all the infrastructure still works. Of course, we're not gonna be able to test anything electrical. I don't know if I could. There should be a way to hook up my generator to the main power there and see if things work. But I don't have the skills for that, so I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, make sure that the well works and all that. But we'll wait until the Tri County, does puts the power back, and then we'll test those out in about a month when we return from Hershey. Jean Lavoie, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. My wife and I are in Venice last week before the hurricane came through. We feel sorry for all those folks who were affected. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It wasn't by any means the worst hurricane. Ian last year was a lot worse than this. But yeah, and I don't know the full extent. I'm gonna drive around as much as I can. Some roads are still closed to non-residents, but I'll make a video about it for sure. Brandon Stargell, I think we're leaning towards the 1720 to avoid the slide out, even though we like how it opens up the floor plan. Definitely, I'm not in theory not against the slide. In fact, if it was not such a big slide, or what would be great if you could just sometimes just crack the slide open a little bit. But most of these slides, it's either all or nothing. You have to, deploy the whole slide or nothing. Otherwise, they get off sync. So, Bob Leach, Metropolis has that neat state park you stayed at. Can't remember the name. Fort, is it Fort Clatsop or something like that? But it should be ideal for watching the eclipse. Actually, it would, yeah. Monarch Pass. I knew it started with an M. Yeah, that's the first time I encountered snow with Minitini. Have a cleanup party, Robert. Yeah, we should. Radu, question, Robert. Do you know if you can order the Truma Aventa as a separate unit? I'd like to upgrade the AC on GMC motorhome. The Truma Aventa, as far as I know, it has to be installed by a dealer because it has a very large footprint on the roof, so it may not fit, in every RV. That's the main thing. I'll DM you for the details, Traveling Robert. All right, Greg. Thank you. And Emmanuel switch at your electrical panel is safe, and you can hook up to your generator, and it'll run your electric 30 amps of your generator. Yeah, maybe if I can. What I was thinking, get a heavy duty extension cord and just cut it, and then separate the wires and plug them into one of the breakers, and of course turn off the main breaker, and that should work, right? In theory. If you need help, just ask. I'm not working Sunday or Monday. Thank you, I appreciate it. And I don't know, we're driving up there Sunday. I think between Sunday and Monday we're just gonna assess the damage and make a little dent. And of course Ili has to work after Monday, so we have to make sure that there's internet and all that. And yeah, so maybe I'll do like a short or something, or if somebody wants to help, just send me an email, robert@travelingrobert.com, and we'll coordinate. I agree. Get a little tiny house, a shed to replace your metal RTA storage shed. That must have been a stressful time putting that thing together. It was, and it was hot, and it was mostly by myself, and it's really a two-man job. So actually, Danny, who worked with the septic guy, actually Danny, and if Danny is watching, hello Danny. Hopefully your property did okay in the hurricane. Yeah, he helped me out with that. Clayton fight, yes, that'll work. Be safe, but make sure the main breaker stays off, so the main power comes back on there. There won't be a conflict. Yeah, yeah. I've been watching YouTube videos. But I think that's what I might do. Open up the breaker box and make sure that I take an extension cord. I won't get the full 30 amps. I have a Honda 2200, so I think that's just under 20 amps. So we'll see. TTT, thank you for that super chat. Gas for your weed eater, chainsaw, lawnmower, etc. Yep. Yeah, I'm taking 3 jugs because there's no gas in Perry either. So I have to have a full tank of gas in the truck, and I'm taking 15 gallons. Just for the generator. We're gonna have to run that generator all day and most of the night just because it is hot. The tree won't block Starlink now. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I. That's one of the main reasons that I need to clear a path to the middle of the property, to the batey, as I call it, which is the Taino word for square or plaza. Taino, of course, the ancestral people who lived in the northern Caribbean, and that's why I call it the batey. Is the pelican bird still up? Yes, it is. The pelican survived. The Taylor, I call him. You can do that wiring, but it can be dangerous. Look at it. Look at a transfer switch when you can. Glad we got one after losing power twice, 1 week due to thunderstorms. What I'm gonna, I might do that hack just to make sure that so we have well. But yeah, that will be only like a super temporary solution. Eventually, I'm gonna look into a way to connect a generator to that box. A transfer switch, I believe, will be the best way to do it, the safest, right? You could just call it a tiny house or a big shed with a bed and kitchen. Actually, I might. I will. I will call the same company that did the carport. They make all kinds of sheds and tiny houses. And if that thing survived the hurricane, we know that they're well built. Bob Lee, surely the electric will be back on Sunday or Monday. I don't know. They're saying at least 2 weeks, and that's for like the town of Perry. We are like in the boonies. It's gonna be a while till they get to us. And I'm out of beer, but we're almost out of time. By the way, the Tropical Bay, not the best I've had, but not the worst either. I might buy it again from Biscayne Bay Brewing Company. I heard a number of gas stations up there had gas contaminated with diesel. Be careful. Yeah, I'm gonna put gas probably in one of the towns. Like, I'm sure, for example, that there's a huge gas station in Chiefland that probably has gas, and Chiefland is just like I don't know, 60 miles from Pelicamp, something like that. Do you have any solar setup at Pelicamp? No, I don't. I have solar panels on top of Minitini 4. But solar is not going to make a dent. If I have to run the air conditioner, which we are going to have to run the air conditioner, there's no question about it. Mr. CLT sent me a... unfortunately, Amazon is probably not going to get here before we leave, but... for the return trip. Out of beer, sacrilege. I have more beer there, but not in front of my mom. Don't forget to change the oil in your generator. We just changed the oil in the you probably haven't seen it in a video yet, but for Alaska I bought me a Honda, And it's one of the best investments I've made because that thing is lightweight, and yeah. Did the turn in your driveway get wider? Probably. I have to check it. I have to look it up. Actually, there's a website. Let me show you. It's a NOAA website. You know, NOAA, the National Oceanographic, the weather people. And in this website, they have a current picture of the area. And this is Pelicamp from the air. Right there. Let me show you. That's my neighbor's shed there. Hold on, That's my neighbor's shed. That's the shed over Minitini. That's the driveway. I have a downed tree back here. I have a downed tree here apparently. Actually, no, this is the pine tree. This is the pine tree that survived. This is the downed tree I have in the front. And here in the well. And there's a tree that fell over my neighbor's. And this is probably the shed back here. And yeah, that's what it looks like right now from the air. Yeah, it's a NOAA website, so that's pretty cool. My neighbor, the gentleman who purchased Captain's Hideaway, he gave me the web address, and 801 of you watching right now. Do you use fuel stabilizer on a generator fuel? I don't. I just use regular. I try to do the ethanol free sometimes when it is available, but that's all I do. Jim and Kath from PA say hi and have a good weekend. See you at the Hershey Show and the Meet and Greet. Thank you, and see you there. I didn't know the neighbor was so close. Yeah, it turns out that we both decided to build right next to the fence. And I really thought there was a lot more vegetation between us. But my hope is that, sometime in the future there will be more vegetation. And that's where Minitini 3, Minitini the original, the OG Minitini is there. It's 801 watching a record. No, I think we've cracked 1,000 a couple of times, but only like on special occasions. Like the one time I reached the 100,000 subscribers. We went way over 1,000 that time, and I think for the 250,000 subscribers, we also cracked 1,000. But it's uncommon. It just says 802 now. $803. Isn't 803 like the Tampa area code? Any day, hoping you got my PayPal. Yes, I did. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. For Hialeah beer at Total Wine or the unbranded brewery in Hialeah. I have to get that. Maybe I'll take some for to Pelicamp. Hot dogs for us for the cleanup party. Thank you, Gareth is on the road. Thank you for that super chat. Casita gotta run. Talk to you soon, man. Are you talking about your property in Florida? How did you guys make out after the hurricane? Yeah, I showed pictures. I'm gonna show them one last time now before. The Pelican and at the gateway is still standing. Yes, it is. Yeah, we glued it real well to that post. Enjoy Labor Day weekend, all Robert for president to the travel club. Yeah, sure, why not? You picked a good spot. Build where you built. Yeah, I'm overall happy with the way Pelicamp turned out. I'm gonna show the pictures one last time, guys. Just for those of you who are just arriving here at the chat. And that's my driveway, what's left of it. Of course, it is blocked by some falling trees. I've lost one of my favorite trees, the one here in the middle where I had my flagpole. Actually, it's still there, the the receptacle. The flag is actually inside Minitini. Minitini and the structure here, they survived real well. And I think the main reason they survived so well, we had winds from the north, which is the north is on the right hand side of this picture. As you can see, all the trees fell to the left. So that's where my shed was. I didn't anchor it all that well, but it was anchored. But I guess the winds, it was no match for the winds. That's my well, which it did survive, and that's Minitini, very dirty. If I manage to turn on the well, I'll clean Minitini. Otherwise, yeah. Your neighbor's shed may have helped shield yours. Yeah, it may have, and all that. Just since the brunt of the wind came from the north, we have a big forest in the north. It's gonna get logged at some point because it belongs to a logging company. But we have a lot of trees to the north there, and since the hurricane, the eye of the storm, went past just east of us through Stinghatchee, not through Keaton Beach. We had like the worst winds, but they were from the north. It was I don't know if you recall. Probably I recall because I was watching Ryan Hall on YouTube, and you could see that deep red band. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody, for choosing to spend. 820 now watching. For choosing to. Oh, it just went down. we peaked at. And thank you for being here. Next week I'll have a video for you guys of Pelicamp and how far is from Pelicamp to Cedar Key? I'd say about. There's no way to drive directly. You would have to go on US 19, but. It's a little over an hour drive, probably 60, 70 miles. The cheeseburger diet. Thank you for that super chat. Eat more cheeseburgers. I love cheeseburgers. I like the ones from A&W in Canada, actually. So I was going to say something else, and I totally lost my train of thought. On the Alcan, we are on the Alcan YouTube time, but here in real time, coming to you from the Flagami Studio. What is your location right now? We're in Miami right now. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. Yes, I'm free in my RV. Yeah, I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV. Well, thank you everybody for being here. And I'm sorry I didn't get to read all of your comments, but I try. Until next week, thank you so much. And next week, I don't know where I'm going to be on next Friday. Somewhere along the way to Hershey, Pennsylvania. Somewhere in Appalachia or yeah. Good night, everybody. Have a great holiday weekend here. A great Labor Day.